Hey there. Yes, you. The one who's been hiding behind the polite smile and the predictable routine. Welcome to the little corner of reality where masks come off and truth gets loud. Now let's talk about something for a few minutes that scares you more than failure. Yourself. Who are you, really? Not the name, not the job title, not the profile picture you chose after 27 retakes, not the version of you that plays nice, sits quiet, and fits in just enough to avoid raising alarms. No. I'm talking about the force, the fire, that raw, unfiltered animal sitting in your chest, claws sheathed, eyes closed, because the world trained you to fear your own roar. You know what I see when I look at you? I see a weapon that was never forged. I see a god in human disguise, begging for permission to breathe. I see power, not just potential, but now. Real. Right beneath the skin. And it's cracking, it's itching, it's screaming. Screaming for you to stop pretending to be ordinary, because your power is no joke. And the longer you treat it like one, the more you suffer. You were not made for small talk and safe plans. You weren't born to be comfortable. You were built for storms, for chaos, for making the ground shake when you decide to move. But somewhere along the way, they convinced you to play small. They said, tone it down. Be realistic. Don't stand out too much. Stay safe, stay quiet, stay agreeable. And what did you do? You obeyed, you shrunk, you traded your crown for their crumbs. You called it humility, when it was really fear in costume. But you feel it, don't you? That unrest, that heaviness behind your eyes, that tension in your jaw every time you lie to yourself. Every time you say, I'm fine. Every time you say, maybe later. Every time you bury the real you just a little bit deeper. Let me tell you something the world hopes you never realize. You are scary when you stop apologizing. You are dangerous when you stop seeking approval. You are unstoppable when you finally wake up and say, I remember who I am. You think your power is hidden. It's leaking out every time you get mad at yourself for settling. It's trembling through your fists every time you're stuck in a room that's too small for your dreams. It's vibrating in your bones every time you hear someone else speak their truth, and it burns, because you know you've been silencing your own. But that's the thing about power. It doesn't die. It waits. It stalks. It builds. Until one day, boom, it explodes. And you either wield it, or it wrecks you from the inside out. You're not too much. You're not too intense. You're not too emotional. You are exactly the right amount of terrifying, explosive, uncontainable. And the world is terrified of what would happen if you stopped diluting yourself. Because if you ever said what you really thought, if you ever acted on your true desires, if you ever looked in the mirror and saw the real you, oh, they'd panic. The liars would crumble, the fakes would scatter, the noise would go silent. Because when someone walks into the room with unfiltered power, the world listens, and you're that someone. You always were. You just forgot. So let me remind you, you are the storm they didn't forecast. You are the voice they can't mute. You are the fire that doesn't beg to be lit. You ignite yourself. But that version of you, it doesn't come out by accident. It comes out when you finally stop asking for permission. It comes out when you stare down your fears and say, move. So who are you, really? Not who they trained, not who they tamed, not the soft-spoken version they clapped for when you dimmed your own shine. No, you are the rebellion. You are the awakening. You are the problem for every system that tried to keep you small. And your power, it's not potential. It's not someday. It's not when everything's perfect. Your power is now. It's real, it's loud, and it doesn't give a damn if the world's ready. You think you need more time? No. You need more truth. You think you need a sign? Here it is. You think you need someone to save you? Look in the damn mirror. Who are you? You are the storm, the fire, the threat, the savior, the monster under their bed, and the hero in your own story. You've always had the power, but now it's time to use it. And the moment you do, the whole damn game changes. Not for them, for you. You stop walking into rooms wondering if you're good enough, and you start walking in like you own the floor. You stop trying to be liked, and you start being respected. You stop waiting for the world to recognize you, and you start acting like you don't need their recognition to matter, because you don't. And that's when it all flips, isn't it? People start looking at you different. Some with awe, some with envy, some with fear. Yeah, fear. Because you're no longer digestible. You don't shrink to make them comfortable anymore. You speak, and it's not noise, it's command. You move, and the atmosphere shifts. You show up as the real you. No filter, no permission, no script. And suddenly all those people who used to doubt you, they go quiet. They vanish, they fold. Because deep down, they always knew what you were. They just hoped you'd never figure it out. But now you're starting to remember, aren't you? That glare behind your eyes. Not anger, no. It's clarity, that pull in your gut. It's not anxiety, it's direction, that ache in your soul. It's not weakness, it's power that's been compressed for too long. And compressed power. When it expands, it levels everything. So tell me again, who are you? Are you the version that plays nice just to be accepted? Are you the version that waits for green lights before you move? Or are you the version that builds the damn road and dares the world to catch up? You think your silence kept you safe, but really, it kept you caged. And cages don't keep you alive. They keep you tamed. But here's the twist. Even the most reinforced cage can't hold someone who's done pretending. And you're done, aren't you? Done pretending you're okay with mediocrity. Done acting like you don't see through the fake smiles. Done nodding along while your instincts scream in protest. Because real power doesn't nod. It doesn't blend in. It doesn't seek peace with things that drain it. Real power disrupts. Real power offends. Real power transforms. Not by asking, but by becoming. And you are becoming, aren't you? Every second you listen to this voice. Every breath you take without apology. Every time you remember who the hell you are. Not the watered-down version. The full-force hurricane. This isn't a motivational speech. This is a warning to every lie you've been told, to every limit you believed, to every fear that tried to make a home inside your head. You are awake now, and once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. You can't unfeel this fire. You can't unhear this truth. You can't unknow your strength. It's there now, right under your skin, thick in your blood, in your breath, in your bones. You'll never break yourself just to fit inside their comfort zone. You'll never soften your roar just to be welcomed by the whispers. You'll never chain your own hands for the sake of being nice. Because now you see it. You were never too much. You were never broken. You were never wrong. You were unrealized. And now, you're just getting started. And that's what terrifies them the most. Because the moment you stop running from who you are, the moment you stop negotiating with fear, the moment you stop asking the world for permission to be dangerous, Everything changes, not on the outside first, no. That's the trick. See, the outside world, it doesn't shift until you shift. It doesn't rise until you rise. It doesn't bow until you start walking like a god among ghosts. And that starts inward. It starts when you stare down the voice that whispers, "Who do you think you are?" And you answer without flinching, "I know exactly who I am." No trembling, no second guessing, no damn apology. That voice inside, that one that's been nagging at you, scratching from the inside out, rattling the chains. It's not the enemy. It's you. The real you. The you they tried to bury under guilt, shame, and mediocrity. The you that doesn't play dress-up in other people's expectations. And now it's waking up. It's stretching its limbs. It's remembering not how to fit in, but how to dominate. Because let's be honest, fitting in was never your strength. You always felt off for a reason. You didn't blend because you weren't supposed to. You didn't settle because your soul knew it was built for more. So stop waiting for someone to crown you. You don't need it. You are the crown. You are the throne. You are the bloodline they forgot to erase. You think this is about confidence? No. This is about remembrance. This is about reclaiming every piece of you they made you doubt. That rage, use it. That grief, use it. That pain, you better believe it's fuel. Because power doesn't grow in comfort. It grows in the dark. It grows in silence. It grows in every single moment you wanted to give up, but didn't. And now look at you, still standing, still breathing, still dangerous. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your intensity. You don't need to dilute your fire just because it makes other people sweat. You don't need to explain why your dreams are too big, your voice too loud, your ambition too untamed. That's the whole point. You're not meant to be understood. You're meant to be felt. The kind of presence that walks in and makes people question their own existence. The kind of energy that burns through the lies and sets the air on edge. The kind of human that doesn't whisper change. They become it. And yeah, it'll scare them. Good, let it. Because if your presence doesn't disrupt the room, you're playing too small. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be undeniable. And that power, that undeniable, unshakable, uncontrollable force inside you, it's been waiting a long time for this moment. Now the question is, will you keep playing the puppet? Or will you finally grab the scissors and cut every string tied to a version of you that no longer fits? Because once you do, once you walk into the fire and stop resisting the burn, you'll realize the truth you've been avoiding your entire life. You were never meant to be safe. You were meant to be so powerful, so raw, so awake, that the world would have no choice but to notice. And now they'll have to. Now they'll have to, because once power like yours starts to move, it doesn't ask, it doesn't knock. It kicks the damn door off the hinges and rebuilds the room. They can't ignore you anymore. Not when your presence is a siren, not when your voice carries weight, not when your energy doesn't just fill space. It demands it. See, they tried to raise you on silence, on modesty, on guilt. They said, don't shine too bright. You'll make others uncomfortable. And for a while, you listened, you dimmed, you shrunk, you made yourself soft, small, invisible, all in the name of being accepted by people who were terrified of their own reflection. But now you know. There's nothing noble about shrinking. There's nothing holy about denying your gift. There's nothing heroic about hiding your light, just to be allowed in dim rooms. You're not here to make peace with mediocrity. You're here to obliterate it. You're not here to be their comfort blanket. You're the match. You're the spark. You're the one who walks in and turns everything upside down. Because the old way, the quiet way, the tame way, it didn't work. They told you to wait. Wait until you're ready. Wait until you're perfect. Wait until the fear is gone. But you've waited long enough. And here's the truth no one likes to say out loud. You don't become powerful by waiting. You become powerful by moving while terrified. You become powerful by acting before the doubt has time to catch up. You become powerful the second you decide. I'm not asking anymore. Not asking to be heard. Not asking to be seen. Not asking to be chosen, because you're already chosen. By your own fire. By your own path. By the storm that built itself around your soul and said, let's destroy the lie they made you believe. And what was that lie? That you had to earn your worth. That you had to be good enough to matter. That your power was too much, and your truth was too loud. But now you know. They didn't fear your failure. They feared your potential. They feared that if you ever stopped doubting, you'd become uncontrollable. And they were right. Because here you are now. Breathing deeper, standing taller, thinking clearer, feeling that burn in your chest that says, this is who I've been the whole damn time. The power. It was never gone. It was just waiting for you to say yes to yourself. So go ahead. Say it. Say it out loud. I am not what they made me. I am not a watered-down version of their comfort zone. I am not a half-built dream. I am the threat they prayed would never wake up. And now the world gets to meet you. Finally. Not the agreeable version, not the filtered version, not the palatable market-approved, softened for their safety version. No. They get this. You, the weapon, the force, the spark, the storm, the truth. And once you show up like that, once you move like that, once you speak, walk, create, exist like that, you don't just change your life. You shake the system. You shatter every mold. You make it impossible for anyone around you to keep lying to themselves. Because you, in your full power, are a mirror. And mirrors, they don't lie, they reflect, they expose, they liberate, or they destroy, depending on what's looking in. So walk forward, unapologetic, uncaged, unedited, because there is no climax, no ending, no final form, just more to burn, more to become, more of you to unleash. And it all starts right now. But only if you stop looking back. Because every time you turn your head toward the past, every time you replay what went wrong, who hurt you, who doubted you, who left, you feed the ghost that wants you weak. And hear me, you can't be powerful and haunted at the same time. You have to choose. Do you keep dragging chains through every doorway, or do you finally rip them off and feel what it's like to move free? No apologies. No explanations, just forward, just fire. Because that's where the real you exists. Not in memory, not in guilt, not in yesterday, but in momentum. And I get it. You were taught to tiptoe, to overthink, to over-apologize for the space you take up, to doubt your gut, to kill your instinct with logic and politeness. But instincts don't lie. And yours? They've been screaming. Screaming when you walk into rooms that drain you. Screaming when you say yes to things that make your soul clench. Screaming when you betray yourself just to be accepted by people who wouldn't even notice if you disappeared. So maybe it's time to stop negotiating with voices that don't even matter. Time to stop editing your truth for people who never even deserved the draft. Time to stop acting like you're lost when deep down, you know damn well you've just been hiding. And the world, it keeps telling you, take your time, stay humble, don't be dramatic, just be grateful. Grateful for what? Grateful for the crumbs of a life that doesn't even scratch the surface of what you're capable of. Grateful to be tolerated instead of celebrated. grateful to be seen but never truly known. No, that's not gratitude. That's resignation. And you weren't built to resign. You were built to revolt, to burn the script, to flip the table, to rise like a damn problem no one asked for, but everyone has to deal with now. You are not here to make life easier for anyone else. You are here to become so fully yourself, so dangerously authentic, so wildly awake, that every room you enter either evolves or explodes. That's the power you carry, right now. Not once you've healed more, not once you've read more books, not once you've earned the right. Now, because power doesn't ask if it's allowed to exist. It just shows up, and either the world adapts or it crumbles. And honestly, if it crumbles, then it wasn't built for the real you anyway. So stop shrinking, stop playing it safe, stop biting your tongue until it bleeds, because they've convinced you that silence is strength. But the truth, your silence was their survival. And now it ends. Now your voice becomes thunder. Now your steps become prophecy. Now your presence becomes unignorable. You were never supposed to blend. You were meant to break patterns. You were meant to bend time. You were meant to remind the world what unchained greatness looks like. And the moment you stop pretending otherwise, the moment you show up as is, no armor, no filter, no fear, that's when the world adjusts to you. Not because you begged, not because you waited, but because power like yours doesn't knock. It kicks the whole damn wall down. And when the dust settles, you don't apologize for the mess. You stand in it. You own it. Because that rubble, that chaos, that's proof you finally showed up. No more shrinking to fit the frame. No more softening the blow just to protect fragile egos. No more pretending to be unsure just to make others feel secure. From this moment on, you walk different, with weight, with fire, with a kind of knowing that bends reality around your will. Because this world, it doesn't respond to potential. It doesn't react to maybes. It doesn't kneel for the almost ready. It bows to the certain, to the ones who walk in like they were sent by something bigger. And that's exactly who you are. Not an accident, not a mistake, but a force with intent. You think it was all random, the storms, the silence, the loneliness, the betrayal. It was construction. Every time they walked away, it cleared space. Every time they doubted you, it sharpened the blade. Every time you broke, it built something stronger, because power doesn't come pre-packaged. It's carved in pain, in pressure, in isolation so deep, it makes you question your sanity, until the day you realize you weren't alone. You were being forged, and now you're ready to make the world uncomfortable. Not because you're cruel, but because you're real. And reality shakes things up. It doesn't knock politely. It rips the curtain off the lie. And you, my friend, you've been the truth, hiding in plain sight. You've been the earthquake under their perfect little world. You've been the answer buried under their noise. You've been the wake-up call wrapped in a soft voice. But that voice, it doesn't whisper anymore. It roars, it pierces, it rebuilds. So don't step back. Don't hold your breath. Don't wait for someone to say, you're allowed. You were born allowed. You were born with fists full of thunder and a spine made of steel. You were born with the kind of soul that refuses to rot in repetition. And yes, they'll call you arrogant. They'll call you intense. They'll say, you've changed. Good. You were meant to change. You were meant to outgrow the version of you that made other people comfortable. You were meant to evolve so violently That the old rooms you used to sit in feel like coffins now. Because growth isn't graceful, it's brutal, it's loud, it's terrifying. Especially to those still addicted to their own limitations. But you've had enough. Enough of the doubt. Enough of the delay. Enough of the diluted existence. It's time to unleash the parts of you buried, the truths you swallowed, the instincts you ignored. Let them outside. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when you feel more ready. Now, because the world doesn't need another imitation. It needs you, uncaged, unedited, unapologetically alive. And no, this isn't the climax. This isn't the grand finale. This is just the sound of your soul finally kicking down the door and screaming, "I'm not hiding anymore." And once you say that with your chest, not just your mouth, not just in private, but out loud, with your spine straight and your heart on fire, everything bends, not instantly, not without resistance, but permanently. Because the moment you show up as is, the moment you stop filtering your truth to be digestible, the moment you stop shrinking to keep the peace, that's the moment the universe looks at you and says, finally, you're ready, and don't get it twisted. This isn't about ego. This isn't about being better than anyone else. This is about being so honest, so raw, so completely unleashed that every mask around you starts to slip. Because your presence becomes confrontation, your truth becomes a mirror, and your power, it becomes a problem for every system built on pretending. So when they call you too much, smile. When they say, "You've changed," nod. When they back away because your fire burned too close, let them run. You're not here to be everyone's safe space. You're not here to carry dead weight. You're not here to dim just to survive the room. You are here to ignite it. And if it burns, then it was never meant to stay standing in the first place.